What's up, you guys? I'm back. We're doing another reacts. This one's about video game keys and how they're obtained. Long story short, the reason why I'm doing the intro is because my mic gain was on 100% for a lot of these. And my apologies, guys. I did not know. I'm still learning on the fly. It really took someone in the YouTube comments to be like, yo, is this what's going on? And I went and checked, and yes. So give me a chance. If it's bearable, give me a chance. If it's not, bounce. My bad. I apologize beforehand. You know, we're learning on the fly. We're trying to improve. We're trying to get better. That's what I mean. I need all feedback. So thank you to that guy. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Bro, this is weird. I don't know. So even if if this might be chips, but I'm glad it's only 8 minutes. This is where do game key sites get their keys? I've always wondered this because how do you just have thousands of keys on hand at all times and you don't like lose money on games that end up sucking or just don't sell? So it's like, what is this business? Why is this video from 2001 VHS? Oh, okay. This is just the intro, because there's actually Twitter. What is this fucking video? This is like something you watch in school, bro.
Everyone loves sales and getting games for cheap, but how would you feel if that game you got for $5 less than the original price was obtained illegally?
Wow.
What?
It's just like real life, man.
You seem to be playing a hacked version of this game.
I'm sure many of you have heard of websites like G2A, but just in case if you haven't,
Adam.
a quick overview is that they're a key reseller where users on their platform will buy keys externally and sell them on their website for a supposedly marked down price. Now, G2A and similar sites have a certain reputation in the indie developer sphere. It's so bad to the point that some developers would rather you pirate their games than buy it from a key site. Running with Scissors, developing the games rather reputation.
Support us buying from reputable sources or pirate our games. Yo, why is this so frowned upon?
In the indie developer,
they'd rather you pirate the game. No, we'd rather you pirate our stuff, to be honest. If it's between that or buying on G2A, why? Why is it that bad?
Sphere. It's so bad to the point that some developers would.
Oh my god, they're all saying pirate my game.
In the indie developer sphere. It's so bad to
pirate my games. Holy shit.
To the point that some developers would.
Oh my god.
Rather you.
Devs don't see a penny either. Oh, so these key sites are stealing these keys. I get it now. That's kind of scummy because some of them are up there for damn near full price. That's fucked. So they'd rather no one get the money than them get the money. That's what this is.
Pirate their games, then buy it from a key site. Running with Scissors, developer of one of the games of all time, Postal 2.
Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
Fuck you, buddy.
Express their opinion about key sites on Twitter.
cdkeys.
Yeah, no, that if you buy an indie game on a key site, you're an asshole. Like straight up, bro. If you buy an indie game or if you pirate an indie game, if you do anything to get an indie game for free, you are an asshole. Straight up, bro. And you should be punched in your head. Like, you deserve a good punch.
Been hurting indie studios for years.
In game.
Want to support us? Buy from our website. No money? Just pirate our games. Just don't buy from those key reselling websites that may or may not contain illegally obtained keys.
Obviously, in Twitter fashion, other people wanted to express how they were wrong.
Yo, this game
I was saying
looks
Kevin
fire.
Green here comes in really giving Running with Scissors a reality check.
No, they haven't. The problem lies with studios selling keys to unverified people that turn out to be scammers with a stolen credit card.
No.
These are companies that can handle verification. No legit reseller is going to object to going through some verification process.
If you don't know how things work, don't talk out your arse. Scammers buy those keys from legit sites, but with stolen credit cards, and they resell them on resale sites like G2A.
So you might have a
So again, if they're buying them with even if it's a stolen credit card, isn't that still? So what? When they charge the card back, now you lose the money, but you can't void those keys linked to that transaction. Am I missing something?
couple questions right now. There are illegal and legal key sites. How do legal key sites get their keys? And why would Marvel let my child hear Chris Pratt drop the F-bomb?
Now what? Open the fucking door!
Well, to answer those questions, let's discuss the three main ways someone can buy a game. Firstly, you have first-party sellers. They're pretty simple. It's basically the company that controls the platform and generates their keys. This is your Steam and Epic Games. They're apps where the developer posts their game to. Next up, you have third-party sellers. These are sites who are in contact with the first-party sellers and buy keys in bulk at wholesale from them to sell on their own sites. They're known as official resellers. These are sites like Humble Bundle, Green Man Gaming, and Fantical. If you're wondering where you can find sites like these, I'll show you a handy tool I use for finding them later on in the video.
Why would you get a third party though?
Businesses known as gray market sellers. These sellers have no connection with first-party sellers and have the most shady business practices, usually having external users provide keys for them to sell on their site and receive a percent of what the user sells the key for. Maybe at first glance, those gray market sellers don't sound so bad. A way you can sell off unwanted keys for a bit of extra cash? That's amazing.
But yeah, until, like everything else, people find out, catch wind, and exploit the fuck out of it.
Dig a little deeper, you find that grey market sellers are a way for scammers to sell off keys they bought from third-party sellers using stolen cards. Another method scammers use to get access to keys, and my personal favorite, is by emailing game developers acting like streamers, YouTubers.
Crush me with your coochie. Suffocate me with your breasts until I
and they
die.
get free
game
keys?
Reviewers requesting keys to try out your game and show it off or give it a review. If you really want to try out a game and stream it to an audience, at least have the decency to buy the game yourself and show some support. Even if you don't like the game, you can just refund it.
Hell no. If you're a big fucking corporate company, give me that key, bro. I don't care about, I'm not supporting shit. Indie games, whole different story. I'll buy your game all day.
The developer.
You want me to give it away on stream though? You might have to give me like 5 keys. But I'll buy your game.
Not getting any real benefits other than a couple of impressions. I received
like
a bunch
Dread
of
Flats, bro. I think that's an indie game. I think it said free DLC. I would pay for that DLC in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
That's my
Vigil DLC. Paying for that in a heartbeat.
As soon as I released my game to Steam, Meteorites 3D, and I started getting a ton of emails just like this. Hey, here. I post daily vids on YouTube and daily streams on Twitch. I try to play all types of indie games and find hidden gems in gaming industry. And
you're buying an indie game, bro.
So
you're sad.
Asking a key so I can play Meteorites 3D. Here we have one from
Sounds like
Gamer. And working as both content creator and VFX artist, I started streaming 2 years ago, but managed to get 36k followers and average 200 to 300 subs per month. Love FPS shooting, but I play everything that I find interesting. Do you mind if I ask for a Steam copy so I can play Meteorites 3D? Well, I mean, with a name like Cool Gamer, how could I decline? Hello, and I tend to review games after 100% completing them on my YouTube channel for a while now. In the time I spend on gaming, I like to play a variety of titles. I saw Meteorites 3D in the discovery queue, and after checking it out, I'd like to try it myself. You can make this happen by providing a Steam key. I'm really looking forward to that. Yo, I'm Twitch streamer and YouTuber. I've been streaming for like 5 to 6 months. I got 26k followers and
okay, listen, bro, but at the end of the day, you can't be mad that everyone doesn't move the way that you want them to move. You know? You can't be mad at that. If someone wants to get a free key so that they can get some content for their stream, how can you not understand that? It's like so obvious. If it's an indie game, again, we are talking about something completely different. You should reward that person for their hard work, you know? And at the end of the day, if it is bad, you just cut your losses, bro. You bought a bad game. That's all it is. Back in the day, you had to go in the store and look at the back of the game and make a decision if the game was good or not. And then once you took that saran wrap off of it, it was yours, bro. And then you could trade it in for, as everyone knows, what GameStop does to you. So you can't get mad that somebody is moving in a different way than you. He's trying to emulate 3 different messages and you're going to be like, guys, which one do you think sounds best?
10k subs on YouTube. I stream games, reactive videos, and funny vids, which you can find my stuff on both YouTube and Twitch. Someone offered me to play Meteorites 3D.
Or is he just showing multiple different messages?
And I want to play your game on my stream. If you can provide me a single Steam key, I'll stream it. The worst part is, gray keys are able to backfire on you, the customer, and to no one's surprise, the developer. The customer can have their game deactivated by the developer if the key was found to be fraudulently obtained. For example, if the card that was stolen asked for a refund. G2A offered a solution using everyone's favorite money siphoning technique, monthly installments.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Am I missing something? What did I miss?
Using everyone's favorite money siphoning technique, monthly installments.
Oh.
You can't keep getting away with it!
This was a way you could pay extra money per month to
Corny.
offer any insurance if a game got deactivated. Then they would refund you with G2A credits to use to buy more stolen keys. This was called G2A Shield, but has been
Everyone does that
since.
though, bro.
I wonder
Pretty
why.
much.
Now you might be wondering how the developer gets fucked over. Well, once a key has been used and the card company demands for a refund for the fraud, on top of that including chargebacks, so not only does the dev lose out on a sale, but it also ends up costing them money. Now between you and me, a lot of these big companies drowning in money might not even feel the hits, especially since they'll have hired tech support dealing with these issues for them. But when this type of thing happens to an indie developer whose sole earnings come from their games and have to use that money usually to pay bills, it can really waste them time and money having to deal with the chargebacks. So as you can tell, it's a pretty shitty business practice, especially for smaller developers who in some cases might not even be able to
now
pay
you're
back
tipping my scale
due
to
how
your
little
side.
income their smaller games will make. And I'll be open to admit that I used to use these key sites myself, since sometimes the price
bro.
of these games
It's. I mean, again, for people that live everyday lives, bro, we can't afford full price games. But I don't know. Is this Ghostwire Tokyo for $50? I'd be highly upset if I had to pay $50 for this game. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't pay the $50 for the game, and I just wouldn't play the game. I don't think this game, but I don't know what Ghostwire Tokyo is. I'm assuming it's this that he's showcasing.
selling
On sale for $20? Yeah, that looks a little bit more reasonable. $20 should be the initial price point. You guys are trying to offer a 60% sale to try to fool people into thinking they're getting a great deal.
Really tempting, but after performing a poll on my community tabs, I also found out that a good chunk of you guys did.
Because, bro, we're
Since finding
normal
out about all
humans.
those shady practices and learning about third-party sellers, I prefer to use those sites now since
And
at
I'm
least I
talking
know
about
the
for
developer
big
isn't losing
title
out, and I can
releases, like
occasionally
the
get the game for an
$60,
okay
$70
price. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but at least I can rest happy now knowing that you know the moral implications behind grey market key sites, and you can choose if you want that knowledge to burden you or not. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's this really handy tool which will list out all of the verified third-party sellers, and along with that will list if any game you're looking for is on sale on there. Introducing today's not sponsor, isthereanydeal.com.
Oh, wow.
This website comes in handy if you really have your eye on a game that you really want but don't have the money for right now. As you can
That's
put
not
your
a
game
bad,
of choice on a watch list, and the website will notify you
not a
when the
bad,
game
like,
is on
database.
sale on any of the third or
That's
first party
awesome.
seller sites. If you're wondering where the list of the official third party sellers is, here it is. I'm not reading that out because the video is already long enough. So now you finally have a great resource to find out when my favorite game, Disney's Pixar Toy Story 3, the video game, goes on sale.
That's dope, though. You know, again, a good video. I mean, we disagreed on a couple things, but that doesn't mean we're enemies. That just means we disagreed about a couple things. Great video though. I didn't know, bro, that it's literally like the Wild Wild West of the internet, low key. They're just out here stealing shit. They're just mobbing. And then they're charging back the cards and they're getting hit with all those fees, dude. That sucks. Hey, and you know what's fucked up too? Is they always have keys for every game. So they got y'all. You almost have to start budgeting like a percentage of your game's revenue towards that. Because you know it's just a guarantee now. That sucks. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was a wholesale thing, but then I also thought it went deeper than that because you would like to assume it has to be incredibly profitable for them to be in business as long as they've been in business. Talking about these key companies, it's been forever. So I was assuming that it's like uberly profitable, and it is. It's just there's some shystiness tied to it, a lot of shystiness tied to it. And guys, anybody doing that to indie game developers, shame on you. You do better, man. Do better. They didn't do nothing to you. They put in bukaku amount of hours into that for you guys to be like, nah, nah. That's fucked up, man.